boy, Nintendo just had another Direct. They've actually had like nearly a dozen since my last video, but that video was 3 years ago, and then I guess I'm just now following it up. Hello everyone, my name is TevhoBend, welcoming you to the recap of the February 2024 Nintendo Directs. My air just turned on as soon as I started recording, so we're having a good day. In this Direct, they announced like a lot of stuff I'm interested in. A lot of stuff I'm interested in or think are just good things for the gaming industry. We'll get into that. We'll get further into that. I really wasn't a fan of the Nintendo Switch. Just like life, there wasn't a lot of games that interested me. I vastly prefer the 3DS and Wii U generation. But Nintendo is ending the Switch off very strong. And you know what? I'm here for that ride. Like I said in the last video, I do like Nintendo. I do want to watch Nintendo succeed. I just don't want to watch them make games I don't care about, to be honest. But they're picking up the slack. The third-party support is definitely picking up the slack, and you know, this Direct proves it. I have a few games to talk about, more than a few games. Do we just jump right into this? I guess we jump right into this. Let's get into this. First off, we have Grounded. I know nothing about Grounded. I saw it was by Xbox Game Studios and just decided to do a quick Google search, and I see it was made by Obsidian, I believe. Yeah, I just looked it up again to verify. It was made by Obsidian. Now, if you don't know, Obsidian made two really good games. They're called Fallout New Vegas and South Park: The Stick of Truth. And while this game definitely isn't a Fallout New Vegas or South Park: Stick of Truth, I'm interested in trying it. There's apparently crossplay with the Xbox. And I do primarily know Xbox One gamers, believe it or not, despite the fact my server would say otherwise. So yeah, I'm actually quite interested in trying this on Switch. I think the premise looks neat, and that was a voice crack, but besides the voice crack, I don't know. I think the idea of playing as kids in like a garden, really being really small, I think that's a novel concept. I might actually try this. Ender Megalia is up next, and this game actually looks really good graphically. I love Metroidvanias, believe it or not. I don't talk about it much, but I do like Metroid games. I do like the Metroid games quite a bit. I think Metroid Dread was overrated shite. And I do think that like Hollow Knight's pretty alright. I don't know. I prefer Bloodstained Curse of the Moon. I think that's the go-to Metroidvania of this generation. But with that being said, this game doesn't look bad because I think the graphics are very pretty. I think it's got like the perfect style of like anime and Western like mix. My issue is the fact I'm always skeptical of Metroidvania simply because of my unconventional opinions on Metroidvanias. Hopefully this game is good, though I'm definitely not going to be trying it unless it's like, what, $5 on a sale, or like potentially through like fucking PlayAsia, or like the studio, I think it's called Fangamer, I don't know, I might be interested. I'm interested, but I'm definitely not picking it up day one. Area the role-playing puzzle adventure is next, and it looks like a cool math game. Moving on. Unicorn Overload or Overlord is the next game. It looks like a cool math game. Moving on. After that, we have Monster Hunter Stories. I don't know. I've never played a Monster Hunter Stories game, but I always have been interested in these games. I do think they look nice. I think that I don't know. I really like monster collecting games. I like Shin Megami Tensei, I like Pokémon, I like Ni no Kuni. The Bakugan games are kind of fine. I do like monster collecting games. However, I don't really like Monster Hunter. I tried Generations on the 3DS in 2016 because of a friend. I believe I gave him that copy of Generations as well. I don't remember. I don't know. I don't really like Monster Hunter. I should probably try stuff like Iceborne and Rise, but I don't know. My dislike for Monster Hunter is keeping me away from stories. Although this game does look really good. I really like the art style, and I especially love the little cat thing that follows the main character around. I think the cat thing is like fucking just as adorable as like a Pikachu or Jibanyan or whatever. So, you know what? This might be a pickup. Next up, we have Disney's Epic Mickey Rebrush. This game should probably not be $60, but it will definitely be $60. And I already went for that rant in the fucking last video. I don't have a Twitter following. Like, I begged for content. So, it's going to be very expensive, and Nintendo will get away with it. Plus, it's Disney, so Disney will get away with it. Hell, they could charge $250, and, like, you'd have to be forced to give, like, Walt Disney's fucking dead body a fucking BJ, and people would still do it, because it's Disney and fucking Nintendo. With that being said, it does look like a good game. I mean, I've never been interested in actually playing the Epic Mickey games. I think that the concept art is like really dark and mysterious and looks good, but like I'm not interested in playing these games. They look like shit, if I'm being honest. Just as shitty as my voice crack, am I right, boys? But yeah, no, not really interested in this game. What I will say is that this is like the third partnership with Disney and Nintendo, because they have the Kingdom Hearts games through cloud streaming, obviously, and they have Sora and Smash. So I hope that like Disney and Nintendo can like combine forces and make like the Kingdom Hearts with Nintendo characters. I mean, I'd actually be kind of interested in trying that. Like maybe Shigesato Itoi, I believe his name is. Oh yeah, they announced Mother 3 in the Japanese Direct. We're not getting that shit. Ha 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 ha. I want to die. Ha. But no, not interested in the game, though I am interested in this potential partnership with Disney. So, I don't know. After that, we have Shin Megami Tensei Vengeance, which I love Shin Megami Tensei. I love Persona. I love Megami Tensei. My favorite video on this entire channel is me reacting to Etrian Odyssey, which I got into through Megami Tensei. And this is the most excited I've been for a Shin Megami Tensei game since Persona 5 originally came out in 2017. I don't know what about this trailer is exciting me, but I can't wait to dive into this game. Plus, it's going to be multi-platform. It's going to be on PS4 and PS5, which means I'm going to be more likely to play it because that's my primary console of choice. It's like, I don't know. I have a lot of positive things to say. I might make a separate video if you guys are interested. Leave a comment if you're interested. But yeah, no, this is a fucking day one pickup. After that, we have Star Wars Battlefront Remastered Collection. Ooh. I never really played the Star Wars Battlefront games as a kid, so I can't commentate on how I feel about them. Though I do have a funny story. One time my friend stopped over and we were playing Star Wars Battlefront, and he was like 80 points in the lead. I think we were on Hoth, so I like closed the game. I didn't even close the game. I just opened up the PS2 disc tray and said, "Oops, the game crashed." But no, I'm actually really excited for this, and this is probably the most excited I am for a remaster. Because Star Wars Battlefront 2 and 1, they're enjoyed by millions of people. People remember those games very fondly. They're clearly remembered for a reason. So to have a modern remaster, especially on a console like the Switch, which is as popular as it is, I don't know. I think that's a net positive for the gaming industry. I guess someone's calling. Hello?
I want to be in the video.
11 a.m., man. What are you gonna fucking talk about? What are you excited for?
Well, I like SMT5, I guess, in the direct, but I want to talk about the Elden Ring DLC that also got revealed today separately.
Oh right, yeah, no. That you know what? Fuck it. So I guess take away this portion, Jubus.
Alright, so I'm gonna talk about the Shadow of the Erdtree, the new Elden Ring DLC. There's a ton of new characters that looked interesting. I really like their design. The world looks very detailed compared to the base game. New bosses look great, like the giant fire basket guy and the lightning lion that looks like Godfrey's lion. And Mesmer, the Impaler, his design's really cool. Probably be the final boss, it looks like. The new Ashes of War look real fun. The one where the two katanas, the one where you throw, two knives. New spells look very interesting, the incantation with the purple mist that explodes. It looks real cool. And some sort of, dragon communion spell, but it's with a bear head instead of a dragon head. Yeah, I'm just, really looking forward to, the lore and like how about learning about Mikola, just how this is going to turn out. Like, there's not really much else to say. I'm just really excited.
Huh. Well, that was a weird forced inclusion. Anyways, South Park Snow Day. Not interested in this game. Just remaster Stick of Truth. Moving on. A new Sword Art Online game. I'm not gonna fucking pretend to try and remember this game's name. I like Sword Art Online. I liked its first season, hated the second half, but I did like what I watched with Sword Art Online, and I do have one of the games, Alicization, I believe it's called. I don't know. I'm actually kind of excited for this. This might be a pickup that comes out on PS4 or PS5. A Gundam Breaker, a dog. I don't know what the fuck a Gundam is. I'm a fucking... Another Super Monkey Ball game. I'm cautiously optimistic. I do like the Super Monkey Ball game. I think it's 2 on the GameCube. I do like it quite a bit, though. I played some of the later entries, and the 3DS one, woof, not a very good game. Although I am cautiously optimistic, and if I were to pick it up, I would pick it up on Switch. So this is a might, a maybe, a kind of. World of Goo 2. What? Fantasy Life, dog. I'm not gonna fucking read out the rest of the games I'm not interested in. Fantasy Life 2, The Girl Steals Time, don't care. Another Crab's Treasure looks terrible. Penny's Big Breakaway looks like a cool math game. So does the fucking Sukia multiplayer. Like, what the fuck is this? It's like Puyo Pop with fruits. I don't care. Pepper Grinder, that's just a terrible game name. There's apparently a game by fucking Game Freak, but like leave it up to Game Freak to like make games I don't care about. Like Tales of Kenzera, I mean maybe. Fucking Demon Slayer, I need to watch Demon Slayer first, but it looks like a Demon Slayer party. And then a fucking Contra game. Dog, I'm a Contra Gen 1er, I don't fucking care. And after all that fluff, there's actually kind of somewhat of an exciting announcement on Switch Online. Nintendo Switch Online expansion pack is getting a few games. The 2 that stuck out to me were Killer Instinct and Battletoads. Blast Corp is one that people probably remember. I don't know, my game of choice on N64 as a child from Rareware was Donkey Kong 64. I know it's not a very good game, but I do genuinely love it. The reason I bring this up is because maybe my hopes are too high, but I'd like to see the Killer Instinct 2013 game on fucking Switch. I mean, it's an original Xbox One game that came out around its launch, and there is like an active fighting game scene in my area, and I don't know. I feel like people in that scene would definitely benefit from like a Switch port. I mean, yeah, it's not a necessity, but I do think it's interesting. I'm actually kind of interested because they brought the original Killer Instinct. Hopefully they can bring over the Switch version, or Xbox One version, I'm sorry. Though, I don't know, because it is an M-rated fighting game. So I realistically don't know. Hey, maybe they should bring over Perfect Dark Zero, also known as the best Rareware game. Don't kill me, please don't kill me. But yeah, that's kind of the Nintendo Direct. Even though there's a lot of fluff, the few announcements I was interested in, yeah, I mean, it's like a 9 out of 10 Direct for me. In fact, I'd say it's like one of the best Directs I've seen in a long time. Sure, there's a lot of fluff, there's a lot of stuff I'll be skipping, but these are a lot of like heavy hitters that the Switch needed earlier in its life, and yeah, I should have gotten earlier in its life, but the fact it's getting them, the fact the Switch is getting these games I care about towards the end of its life, shows Nintendo has potential for the next console generation. Because the PS5 has been lacking in comparison to the PS4, which is my favorite console of all time. I feel like it has the best exclusives, best remote, best UI, and the PS5 was like a step down, and I feel like the Switch is a very similar manner to the 3DS. But they are picking up the slack, and I don't know. I'm very hopeful for the next console generation. Don't know if it's going to be like a Switch U, Switch 2. Hell, it might be just like a dedicated home device. I don't know. But I am very excited. This Direct, I'm not necessarily excited from everything. I'm more so excited for the future of Nintendo and just gaming in general from the Switch. Because the reality is, this magic of the Switch, it was magic. It was a magical console, and that magic just kind of faded away. It's like it's like growing up, because like I realistically can't bring a Switch to a high school anymore to seem cool. I could bring it to a party, but everyone has a Switch, so at the end of the day, it's not really a discussion tool anymore. And yeah, the Switch was like a fashion statement as I kind of viewed it, but it was a really cool fashion statement. It was a really nice fashion statement, and it had some good games to boot at launch. I don't know. Maybe this console was just destined to have good games in 2017, 2018, and then it's last year's in 2023 and 2024. Which, if that's the case, I'd say, I don't know, I might have to reevaluate my thoughts on the Switch. But that was the Nintendo Direct for February 2021. Not February 2021, February 21st, 2024. If you guys did enjoy today's video, I mean, hey, I had a lot of fun making this. These videos are really easy to make, these Nintendo Direct videos, which is why I've never made another one. But they're like just absurdly fun to make. And you know, at the end of the day, I want to make videos that are fun for me to make. So if you guys did enjoy today's video, why not like, favorite, subscribe to my YouTube shizzle. No one can leave a dislike. And just enjoy the Nintendo Direct. This has been TevhoBend, and I will see you guys later. Check out Dubis. I don't know what social medias he'll want me to link, but check out Dubis on whatever social medias are in the description and linked on screen. Anyways, guys, this has been TevhoBend. I'll see you guys later.